Go.
All right, guys, so you're watching Grab a Gear, and I'm Jared, and this right here is a 2019 Toyota Prius Prime. And I also own, if you guys have watched the other videos, a Mustang Mach-E all-electric, and I really have a thing for electric vehicles. I bought the Prius Prime because it's a plug-in and gas vehicle. The Mach-E is great for in town, but for a road trip, I want something that gets good fuel economy, and the Prius Prime fits it pretty good. So I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna be doing on this experiment. We're going on a 4,700 mile, right? Yeah, 4,700 mile road trip, leaving from Colorado down to New Mexico, across Texas, over to Louisiana, over to Florida, up the East Coast a little bit, over to Arkansas, up to Kansas, and then back to Colorado. Really long trip. It's gonna take us about 20 days, 4,700 miles with the family. So it's gonna be a good, what's the word I'm looking for here? Example, there we go, God. Good example of what this car can actually do. So I'm gonna tell you what I've done to prepare for the road trip real quick. Tires are at 41 PSI, every single tire. Oil change done with synthetic oil, brand new air filter. We are running E87, right? Or Clear 87, sorry. Clear 87,
Ethanol
hopefully ethanol free the whole trip if we can. If we can't, I'll notate that and we'll either erase that tank or something. Besides that, all that we're gonna have in here is our luggage, my wife, one of my kids, and myself. So, like I said, 4,700 miles. I will, every day that we are driving, I'll make a short clip. I'll be editing everything in so that you guys can see it. This is not gonna be obviously a scientific experiment. It's just gonna be what is an average person gonna get. I'm not gonna be speeding. I'm gonna do the exact speed limit. 75, I'm gonna do 75. 80, I'm gonna do exactly 80. So yeah, let's see what happens, guys. Make sure you stay tuned. At the end, you're gonna be seeing all the results. So let's see just how good the Prius Prime is. Let's go. All right, guys, so here we are with our first tank. We are getting Clear 87. It is 5.27 a gallon. And there's our first click, $48.66. I'm gonna put just a tiny bit more in it. All right, there's our first click and second, and it's spit it a little out. So there we go, guys. It's all topped off, $50.26 for 9.5 gallons, Jesus. Anyways, all right, guys, so I will let you guys know exactly how far we made it on this. We also are taking our emergency 1 gallon in case we need it. So, all right, guys, I'll let you know in a little bit what happens. All right, guys, after filling up, I am resetting our trip A, which will be my total trip. And then trip B, sorry, it's not focusing, guys. Trip B will be per fuel tank, or each time we fill up. So, all right, guys, there we go. And we are off. All right, guys, well, you're here with me at our first stop up in southern New Mexico. They do not have ethanol-free gas, so we are using normal gas, 86 octane. We'll see how much it takes. But car did great. Let's take a look real quick at what the car is claiming. So the car, let's see, 624 miles. It's saying 62.5 miles per gallon. So, there you go. So yeah, we will do the math and I will let you guys know what it came to here in just a little bit. So, all right, guys, see you on the next one. All right, you're watching Grab a Gear, and this is Jared. This is my third fill up, just so you guys know, in our 2019 Toyota Prius. So I have been unable to actually get ethanol-free gas since leaving Colorado. So this has turned into how good a fuel economy can the Prius get on normal gas. So here we go. We are filling up with 87 octane, 8.5 gallons. So that's pretty good. Let's take a look. I'm not gonna lie, my kid's sleeping in the car. It's like 2 in the morning. 447 miles, and it's claiming 52.8 miles to the gallon. Can't do the math because you guys are on the phone. So all right, guys, well, here we are in Louisiana getting our 4th fill up of gas. You can see right here we're filling up, and it is not ethanol free again. So I'm getting 93 octane this time because it's the same price as 87 octane. So why not? Somebody made a mistake there. But let's see, what does it say? $390 miles is what we traveled, averaging 50.1. Yeah, 50.1. All right, so there we go. 7 point. All right, guys, well, here we are in Florida now, getting gas. I've gone 444 miles on this tank. I am getting 93 octane. Again, not ethanol free. Apparently, that was a very hard challenge for me to actually do. So we're sort of abandoning that entire challenge and just going with generic miles per gallon. So here you go. This is what I'm getting, 93 octane, $5.20. So here you go, guys. $43, 8.3 gallons. All right, guys. Well, here we are in Florida, and apparently this is the only ethanol-free gas station in the entire city of Daytona Beach and surrounding area. So here you go. Let's see if you can see the price. There you go, $5.79.9. Filling it up now. The car says we did, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, 426 miles at 52.4 miles to the gallon. So I'll do the math. Whenever I publish the video, it'll be on the screen. I'm gonna give it one little click here in a second. Sorry about that motorcycle, guys. There it is. All right. All right, guys, well, here we go with another fill up. They don't have ethanol free again, so we're just going with regular gas. Just topped it off, so we did 419 miles. Here is, hopefully you can see that, 7.89. I didn't know this until I pulled up and saw it. They actually have no ethanol fuel. So that's good. So it is 91 octane, 502, quite a bit more, but not as much as premium, but 80 cents more than regular. Here's my mileage, guys. There you go. 484 and 56.2 is what it's claiming. So I will see what it gets, and I'll take a picture of it, and yeah, you'll see. Kansas, and we are getting pure gasoline is what they call it here. Let's see. Nope, right there. Pure gasoline. We have gone 512 miles on this tank. It's claiming 58 miles to the gallon. So let's see how it does. The next one will probably be in Denver before we, I don't know. Yeah, probably Denver before we go over the mountains. So we'll see how it does doing that. So I'll show you guys what we did. There you go, 9 gallons. I'm gonna give it one little click and we'll be done. Denver, and I couldn't find a station that had ethanol free, so we are getting normal blend. We're getting 85 octane. So let's see how much it takes. We are at 441 miles on this tank. So let's see, one more click. There we go. All right, guys. Well, we made it back to Colorado, and I haven't gotten in the car since. So I'm giving you guys a final little bit right now. We did 4,946 miles on the dot, total round trip, with an average of 54.6 is what the car says. I do need to fill it up one more time, but really I only used like a quarter of a tank, so it's not going to give me that much of a good MPG type thing. But I did want to touch base on why I think the Toyota Prius Prime and the RAV4 Prime are so great. And let's start with the negatives, and then we'll go on to the pros. So the first one I have that I don't like about the car, road noise. Absolutely atrocious. Super loud, super uncomfortable. You have to have music up all the way to be able to even hear anything but the road noise. When you're in town, it's not a big deal, but out on the highway, some of those roads, it was awful. Absolutely awful. Now I understand why they didn't put a bunch of insulation or whatever, sound dampening stuff in there, cut down on weight, stuff like that, but it was horrible. Secondly, the seats are great. They hold you in place, good bolstering on the edges. They're wonderful if you drive from where we live to Denver, or from here to Albuquerque. If you go any more than that, and you really do start to feel it. So, it's not a luxury car, it's a fuel economy car. So I understand, and trust me, I am very happy with the fuel economy, which I'm going to be posting here in just a second. So, as far as the pros go, car did flawless, ran great fuel economy the entire trip, even in Kansas with the up and down hills that, like such. It ran great, did everything I asked of it to do, passed when I needed it to, accelerated, never ran out of battery, always kept that reserve down at the bottom. The car did phenomenal. So, absolutely loved it. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. Overall, the Prius is great. The RAV4 Prime, great. And I really do think with gas prices going where they're going, and electric vehicles are still so overpriced, that this is a great option where you guys can possibly look at one of these. And come on, if you don't drive more than 30 miles a day, you do it for free pretty much. You just have to charge the battery, which I guarantee is cheaper than buying gas. So I don't know. that's my 2 cents. I give the Prius Prime, realistically, 4 out of 5 stars or 8 out of 10 stars. Obviously, I'm not going to say it's a sports car. I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10 because it does have its problems. But it's a great car, and yeah, I think you guys should all go out, take a look at them, see if it works for you. Just so you know, a 19 and a 20, I think, 17, 18, 19, 20, all come with 4 seats, not 5. And then they bumped it up to a 5-seater. So you can see right there in the middle, it's just a cup holder. So something to think about. The RAV4 Prime, you know, with the economy where it is right now, is so overpriced. But hey, who knows? I don't know your guys' finances. So anyways, all right, guys. Well, like I said, I'm going to be putting all the numbers up on the screen right after this. So thank you, and make sure you like and subscribe. We do all sorts of cool stuff on Grab a Gear, including wreck cars, have fun with cars, build cars, off-road cars, and car reviews. So yeah, make sure you guys like, subscribe. That would be amazing. I really appreciate it. I want to grow the channel. And Dan, Colin, and I are very excited to see what comes this year whenever we release our next season of Grab a Gear. So, all right. Well, you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next one.